YouTube.
Okay.
And we're live?
Yeah?
We were live 5 minutes ago. Are we live now?
I mean.
Oh, man, we're struggling. Hold on, we got to get you to read the directions while we're going through another 5-minute time delay. We literally had Cameron read off the directions, the ingredients of Gatorade because obviously we couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. We tried to do a little backstage, front stage camera action. Didn't work out. But either way, is everything working? Can we just
Yeah.
talking? Okay.
No, we're good.
Is your phone working?
Yeah.
Okay. We have in the studio tonight, not only my dog distracting the hell out of me, we've got track champions, Shenandoah Speedway. We've got, 4 or 5 time at least winner at Dominion. You've won 2 already this season at Dominion. You're in the top 3 in points, essentially battling for the points. What are there, 2 races left?
We'll see whenever Chris Stuffy lets us know.
Yeah, I saw you commented on there, and he never responded. It's like, well, what's going on? Apparently, there's no tires for next race, but that was the reasoning behind it, right?
But I'm pretty sure all the guys would be willing to race on the same tires. But
we got to think about all the racers that weren't at that drivers' meeting that could be planning to attend next week that couldn't have heard that. You need to get the message across. Either way, my thing is so scattered I can't even concentrate on it. But you were the Grand Stock Rookie of the Year too, weren't you?
Yes.
Okay.
In 2017.
Yeah. 2017 Grand Stock Rookie of the Year. Like I said, multiple wins at Dominion Raceway. Young too. Acorns are smacking this thing hard, dude. So a lot of success for how young you are too. What is your favorite win? We'll get right into it. Since it's working now, right? Are we everything working? Jesus Christ.
This is Cameron Ruggles,
Sorry.
by the way. We haven't said his name yet.
I didn't?
Yeah.
Well, I
have
did
Cameron
5
with us
times
tonight. Yeah.
in the last stream that nobody caught. This is Cameron
getting
Ruggles, Little 40, in studio with us tonight. Like I said, all the Grand Stock Rookie of the Year, UCAR champion, multiple wins at Dominion, already 2 this season. I think that's pretty impressive because there's only 3 or 4 winners at Dominion so far this year. So I think that if you do what's necessary, obviously you're already, what are you, 3rd or 2nd in points right now? You're 2nd?
I think I'm tied for
haven't
2nd,
updated the
but
points?
I would have the tiebreaker over Don. It honestly, I have to do the math because
You're always better
right.
at it.
Yeah.
I trust you. Whatever you say better than I do. Whatever Dominion says, literally, because you always have to correct them. And have you ever been wrong about that?
I
don't
last
think so.
year when I did it, I was only within 2, of literally everybody, and they took it and copied and pasted, and I was like, wow, okay, I'm not doing that this year because I only planned on racing until Southside opened.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna go to Southside and try to race against you guys for a championship, but
that didn't. Yeah,
that never happened.
Sucked.
So.
But here you are back at Dominion.
Yep.
Well, it's working out pretty well for you, obviously. I mean, you've done well. You qualified on the pole not last race, but the race before that. You qualified on the pole and then spanked everybody for the win.
Yeah, I had to get
He's
really
got the hat on
lucky
tonight. Check it out.
Yeah, I had to get really lucky on the redraw, though, because I know if Alex would have gotten in front, that was over. But
who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? You never know. Mine does say the Turn Left podcast is live now, so we're working.
Yeah.
And his name is Cameron Ruggles. Sorry. Go watch the stream that doesn't exist. Go find it on
out
YouTube.
there somewhere in the internet
Yeah,
universe.
it's in the internets.
The black web.
All right, so what is your favorite win? I don't know if you just I messed it up. I interrupted you probably.
If I had to choose one, definitely my first one at Dominion, just because it was the one that kind of stood out versus what I had before, which were just kind of wins at Shenandoah. And
they were legit though.
their wins are wins.
It's not like your first win was one that was 3 cars. It was 10 cars. I mean, they were all legit cars too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
I wanted to race
the Birch
against
guys were fast.
People that had wins up at Schumann and Powell at the time. They all had wins that season, and I went up there the first time, qualified on the pole by. Ironically, I only went up there because the race after we got together. I was pissed off at Shenandoah for not doing anything about it, so I went to Dominion instead.
Okay.
Qualified on the pole by a tenth and a half, and then fell asleep after qualifying. I was like, this is not even fun. I'm spanking these guys, and then I inverted a 6 and broke the right rear hub on the second lap and totaled my other car.
Tony Hill was driving the other car?
Yeah, both cars were out,
trashed.
and I was like, wow.
Oh, my God.
That sucked.
There's nothing worse than getting the pole and then inverting a 6.
Yeah, and then later
that literally
year,
is like heartbreak. It's like, I guess, if you were a fisherman when the fish gets off the line. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
For sure.
And later that year, I went back like one more time in between. But then Dad was racing the 52, the last race, and October 2018. He was talking all this smack, and I wasn't saying anything. I made sure to watch my mouth all week.
Yeah.
And first practice, the first thing he does, click over to my radio. Can you slow down so I can follow you?
Yeah.
I was like, no.
And he hasn't been. He's never been bad at U-car driving either. He's always been pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he can hop in anything that's good. Yeah.
All right, so then what is your least favorite win? I know it's a hard one to answer, but if you can think of one, I think that
I've never been upset with myself for how I've gotten a win.
Well, of course, no.
So, I mean, I've never wrecked somebody or moved somebody. I've never been in the position to, so I've never. My least favorite way I've won a win, if this counts, is the way I had to get around Ryan last year at the Cars Tour race. I either had to hit him and move him out the way because it was me or him at that situation. I had the faster car and I led the entire race and I needed to win, or it was lose. And I went to the inside and I got there and then we made contact and I ended up winning. But
just a racing deal, though.
Yeah,
it wasn't. You didn't take him out.
Oh no, we got together, separated, and then we were back going. It was perfect.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. But even that's a good least favorite win to have.
Yeah,
that's not bad. What about? I want to start doing that. We're going back to being a racing podcast now because I was getting shredded at Shenandoah. They were, me and everybody else was saying, well, you could just. Are you doing the podcast, Dave? I'm like, it's 9:56. I haven't left. They're like, well, you could just do it here. All your fans are here, like your mom and brother. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But they were right. And but we're getting. They're like, well, half the time it's not even about racing. I'm like, yeah, kind of right. But if it's one man trying to do a whole racing show, I don't have 100 people like NASCAR Race Hub and NASCAR America. We do have some NASCAR news, though. You heard about Bristol going to dirt?
Yeah, I did.
Are you excited about that, or is the banking going to be quite as severe? I mean, that seems quite severe for a dirt track. I guess it doesn't matter.
Are they doing anything else besides Cup first to see how that's going to work? Because because I would have wanted to see Cup go to like Eldora or something where they know that the trucks can handle. But
they have good track management.
Yeah, I know it's probably happened in the past where they've put dirt on the track because of NASCAR
Bristol?
Heat 4 and 5 and all that. They have a dirt track at Bristol.
I've never seen that though. Is it maybe
I don't
dirt
know.
late models or something?
Yeah, it's just dirt late models. I wish they had more than that, but that's all.
So maybe they at least know how to do it then.
Yeah. I mean,
because you would think Eldora, like you were saying, would at least know how to handle the track if it gets too slippery or too dry and stuff like that. They've got a lot of. They do it every day.
Yeah, that's going to be really interesting because it's already a one groove kind of track without the
dirt.
Yeah, so it's really tight. So 40 cars or however many they limit it to next year. Yeah.
I mean, it's wider than Martinsville, obviously, but it's not wide like Phoenix or anything like that.
I mean, even compacts are having a hard time going 3 wide through the corner at Bristol, and we can do that at Southside.
Yeah, 4 wide. You were at Shenandoah and Southside.
I'm 4 wide with Chapman at Southside.
Dominion this past weekend, right?
That too. Yeah, that was not fun.
Yeah.
My car on the outside, I was like, oh, I don't want to hit that.
You came from 9th after the restart after the big save. You came from 9th to 4th. Right?
Yeah.
3rd.
Third after, 4th on the track. Yeah. Mm-hmm. After the restart, I think I lined up 9th and then just went straight forward because I lost talent on lap 1 or hit water or something. I don't know. Still haven't figured that one out.
And would you rather see more or less practicing, like a practice 1, 2, 3 and then qualifying, or a practice 1 and then qualifying? And would you rather see individual qualifying?
For U cars?
Yes.
I like
F everybody else. They don't matter.
At Dominion, at least I really like the couple the 2-lap green white checker type qualifying. At Southside, it's easier because I can follow you because I'm not the best. Or anybody.
I'm not either.
That's
I never
fast.
qualify on the pole.
Yeah, but
Bud literally cusses me out every weekend when I get back to every Friday when I get back to the thing because I didn't qualify on the pole and he gets mad at me.
Well, that was always my goal, was just to be able to, if I could keep up with you or Alex or Jamie or a couple weeks and
Chapman maybe.
Yeah.
Depending on what he's in.
Yeah.
So I guess it depends on what track is what you're saying. What is your favorite track, you would say? All in all. In Virginia, you know what I mean? Like your favorite track that you've driven at. You've driven at Langley too, so you're.
Yeah.
I've never driven a U car at Langley. I've driven other stuff at Langley.
Yeah.
You've driven 4 or 5 tracks now.
Yeah, Dominion, Langley, Shenandoah, Southside, and then Southern National.
You never raced at Old Dominion, did you?
No, unfortunately. I wish I did. It looked like a lot of fun.
It was so bumpy. That's where we used
It
to
was
go.
sketchy.
Yeah, the wooden stands.
My favorite track the racetrack itself is definitely Shenandoah.
Yeah, I like it a lot too.
If we could take
hard, it's actually really a hard track.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it took me a little bit to get used to, and then when we got the Cavalier and we kind of figured more stuff out, we went out and tested and broke the track record in open practice. We were like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like we finally stumbled.
You ran there a lot too, so you've gotten even more used to it to where you're even faster there anyway because of how good you are at that track.
Maybe
and
more.
Kind of same with Dominion.
Yeah,
I've noticed because you do really well at Dominion, even though sometimes obviously you had the pole last time you won, but even other times than that you don't always qualify on the pole or even have the fastest car, but you can always run consistently and stuff like that to where, and y'all are just doing it, you don't have a bunch of help. It's not a bunch of people. It's just you and your family pretty much doing it on your own.
And Bo Tuck is definitely a big help.
Bo's family.
He's family, yeah. I didn't mean that in any way, but
he's going to be mad.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get a text. He's going to be cussing you to death
minutes.
right now.
Yeah.
Did you end up getting a turn right segment? I know that we said that the turn right segment might be the fact that they're going to dirt at Bristol, and so they're going to be turning right. And Chicago, I always call it Chicagoland, is done, by the way. You heard they're not Kentucky on the Cup schedule next year?
Yeah. That in Kentucky, I think, was also not on there.
At all?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. What do you think about this, Ryan?
That's man.
He's horrified.
Terrible, man.
Sorry.
No
also
idea,
to the backstage. We were supposed to have a backstage camera tonight. They even got dressed up for it. Tina's wearing a sombrero, and Ryan is actually wearing nothing. He's totally naked. He's totally naked.
My best outfit.
But our backstage camera, I got to do more work. The weeknight producer, Ethan's got to get in there and figure out how we're going to get this working. You might end up seeing me naked with a sombrero backstage testing out this thing. I'll delete the videos after, but if you do see Turn Left Podcast live and it's just me acting like a goofball, it's just me trying to figure things out because Facebook Live has a test mode. I don't know if OBS does. Open Broadcast Studios, they sponsor us now by letting us use them for free like everybody else.
Yeah,
but it didn't work, so they're going to get a complaint.
Yeah.
Cameron's going to hook us up. Cameron's going to be new producer, Cameron.
I'll try to hook you up with something.
We're going to have a third seat backstage. Cameron's going to be back there. He'll get it working. Your favorite track, Shenandoah. Is that your final answer?
Yeah, if we could take
All right, well, let me make it harder. Take Shenandoah out.
Yeah.
Now what? Well, just line them up. Top 5. Out of the 5.
Put
them in order.
I love Southside, but I suck there. I don't suck, but I'm not at that level where you or Alex, someone who Chapman can win.
I got a lot of laps. All of us have so many laps there. Yeah.
That's definitely a track that I want to win at, and then I can say it's my favorite track. Dominion. I don't know. Dominion's definitely different because we've all gotten to the point where we all basically have the same motor and power, so we're all now getting to the point where we have to handle, and none of us we're all struggling there because one week the tire will work and then the other week it'll be 40 pounds different.
Hold on now, somebody made a joke about how we outmotored everybody this past weekend. That's what everybody likes to say.
I mean, I guess 120 compression is really
no, they didn't check compression. No, not me personally, my affiliates team. And it's not even my brother. Well, he might have been part of the accusation too, but it was mostly about me and the car owners and stuff like that. It's like, that's not the case at all. The motor's so old.
Well, if people
we make jokes about that, like if the motor was good, oh my god.
Yeah, well, I mean because
it on them.
Yeah, yours is way older than mine.
Not but the people who bought the motor.
Yeah,
they make my job easy. No, I'm not even gonna bring it up. 'Cause I don't want it to be controversial. What?
Well, now you have to.
No, I won't. I'll get back into it. What is your? No, I was just gonna say, what is your top 5 or list them? You said Shenandoah is gonna be your number 1.
Yeah.
Go through 2 through 5.
Okay, Southside would definitely be second, just because it's Southside. It's hard. If I ever get my win, it's automatically gonna boop it up to number one over
Okay.
Shenandoah.
Fair enough.
Just because of how much
Shenandoah is cool though, because it's
Yeah.
such a it's a hard track and
Yeah,
it's got a lot.
it's just
to it.
Southside's my home track. I could walk there.
It's our
I need
backyard,
to win there.
Yeah.
But,
No, I understand.
and then I like Dominion would be third. There's just not a lot of fond memories of Dominion, and then Langley is just a different animal. I mean, if I could figure out turn one, I would be great.
You mean the whole track? The whole
Yes.
track is turn
Yes.
one. There's no fucking straightaways
Yeah.
there.
I mean, turn three.
Shout out to Jamie White who got a win there.
Yeah, for sure. With my
Smoked him.
motor.
Then they tried to with Cameron's motor. Shout out to double shout out. And they tried. I can't believe they even tried to blame the Saturn guy 36 for.
Oh my God! Yeah,
They tried to say
saw that whole
Cameron.
thing.
I mean, they tried to say Jamie wrecked him. Literally, the guy came up into his quarter panel and wrecked himself down to the inside wall by popping his tire. And then they got mad at Jamie. When I heard the news, I was like, "Oh, Jamie fucked him up." I was sure of it. Sorry, Jamie, but because just like if you heard the news about me, like, "Oh, people are mad," I'm like, "Yeah, it's not good." But once I watched the video, which I think Jamie had to send it to me because I asked him for it, and I was like, "Why are they mad at you?"
Well,
I'm not friends with any of the people that are involved with that. Somebody had put in a group message a screenshot of, I guess, Dude Man's wife or something like that that was clearly upset. And apparently upset with Jamie, even though it obviously wasn't his fault. But what do you think about that?
I mean,
He's like, hold on, I might race it later this year. I'm not trying to say anything.
I'm not going to Langley this season. It has nothing to do with what happened last year. If I don't know if you remember that, but it was with the same
pretty
group
good there.
actually.
You ran pretty well. I don't remember anything bad happening.
I
won't bring it up though.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I guess tell me afterward. You can tell me now. I just don't want to make you.
Well, what happened
shot.
was after I got right reared, we went to Langley after Southside. Remember, I was running like fourth, and then it broke, like on the last lap, and I had to DNF, and then I went to Langley the next day.
Okay.
That's when I had all the fuel problems. Well, we went to
I kinda remember
Langley,
now.
and we were changing all the things. We were trying to figure out why I could flat foot it around Langley, and was still turning like fives and stuff, which is good there at the time. And the 2 car, I guess his name is Tyler, and he's a regular there, and it was doing great before I came along, and I was outrunning him, and he hit me going into 1 just barely,
Okay,
and then
I
again
do
into
remember
3.
this.
Yeah, and then we kind of got together coming off of 4, and he ended up head on into the wall. I felt really bad, still do. But it was racing. I mean, I broke, so I couldn't control what happened with the car.
I know.
Because when he hit me,
dude, I remember what you're. I remember what.
because
story
when
you're
he
talking
hit me, and then he hit me again in the left front, it was already broken. I
about.
didn't know where
It
to go.
snapped all
Yeah.
your shit in the front anyway, so it was just
Yeah.
a crapshoot at that
So,
point.
but they don't like me down there either for that. And then also, when the ARCA race happened at Daytona, I said Connor Hall wrecked the field, which I kind of believe he
Stand
did.
by.
But I mean,
Which I stand by,
I mean-
and I will not refute.
I
which
mean,
haven't
everybody
seen.
wrecks
I might
the
stand
field.
by that too.
Yeah, everybody wrecks the field at some point. I mean, I've
Where
done
was it at? Talladega?
Yeah, I mean, it was at Daytona.
It's
So I
easy
mean,
to do.
but I mean, everybody thought I was coming at him
Dude,
personally.
if you raced at Daytona and you haven't wrecked the field, dude, you're
Yeah.
a pussy.
Well,
Sorry for the.
Statement.
Do any
But-
kids? What? It's late.
But everybody thought I
light.
was coming after him, not like the fact that he wrecked the field. Like I wasn't saying you're a bad late model driver because you just wrecked the field at
You were
Daytona.
just,
I
you
was
were
just saying he
doing
wrecked
journalism,
the field.
just stating the facts.
Yeah, so
like we do
everybody
here.
was mad at me
Don't
for
get mad
that.
at me.
So the 757 is not appreciative of Cameron Ruggles. I like the track, but the people do not like me.
Dude, you can get a neck cramp going to that damn track. You got it. You know the
Oh,
left
yeah.
side of your neck. Yeah.
I had to put a thing on each side and kind of like get it closer just so I didn't
Wrap a pillow
yeah.
around your shit.
Even with the Hans, it's still moving.
We'll switch gears for a second. You heard about you still play fantasy football?
Yeah.
NFL? Do you have any Titans?
I have
players or
Juju,
Cowboys?
and I actually had Tannehill because I had Wentz.
Do you have any Cowboys players?
Yes, I have Zeke Elliott.
Do you know where Ryan's from?
Literally all Ryan cares about.
Dallas.
He's
Or-
from Houston.
I'm from
But
Texas,
he's not a
but-
Houston fan because he's a traitor.
They came years after I was. I was a late team. So, but
Well,
shout out to Zeke.
I mean,
Good
who's
man.
supposed to become a fan of that team if people can't transition?
True, but once you're already committed to a
Every
team,
football fan is committed to a team when the Texans were invented.
Well, the Texans also weren't very good when they were invented, so it was kind of hard to just switch to the worst.
Yeah, they were. They were like the Titans. They had like the
Oh,
free,
no.
open rules when you're a first time. You're thing.
You know, the quarterback they drafted when they first opened the team got sacked the most time in NFL history their first season.
Shit.
And that number's still.
I don't blame him. I blame the offensive line. Okay.
Fair enough. But
You know.
that's why they weren't good.
And the bricks tied to his feet, but whatever.
Yeah, and the whole coaching staff that's
Who,
not there
you're a
anymore.
Redskins fan?
Well, they're not the Redskins anymore.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Washington football team?
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, this is going to sound pretty sketchy because they just won a Super Bowl, but I've been cheering for the Chiefs since
You
sixth
have
grade.
been. You have been.
Since sixth grade.
I can attest for that.
They were
I
3
appreciate
and
how he worded that, though.
they were
Fair
3 and
enough.
13 the first year I cheered for them,
Okay, respectable.
and I only cheered for them because my sixth grade teacher, Miss Atkinson, she was a huge hardcore fan, and they were playing the Bengals, and my what are they called? Guidance counselors of the class or whatever.
Tina?
I don't know.
I have no idea what he's referring to.
One of those people.
A professional in the trade, yeah.
They were one of the adults, so with power. And he was a Bengals fan. They
Grown
played,
up.
yeah,
That's
they
fair.
played each
That's what you call
other.
that.
They played each other, and they had to wear the loser's jersey or whatever. That was the deal, and the
Oh,
Chiefs
okay.
won, and they
Oh,
weren't
wow.
supposed to.
Oh, okay.
And that's what made me start cheering for them.
No, I can. Sorry, go ahead. Tina? My bad.
What?
I thought you were about to say something and I interrupted you. My bad.
Oh, no.
I remember that you were a Kansas City fan because obviously the Washington football team would never go to the playoffs. Probably never even has, I don't think. But
Yeah, they
since
have
Joe
a couple
Gibbs
years
probably.
ago.
Yeah. But so once it got to playoff season, you'd always be rooting for the Chiefs.
Yeah, that was hard.
And the Titans happened to beat the Chiefs, their first playoff appearance in a long time, because I was watching it over in the other shed over there. And nothing happened. I just remember you rooting hard, and I was like, not offended by it, but I was just like, no, F you, dude, Titans, bro. Like, this is the first time we've been to the playoffs.
Yeah.
You can't be like, just rooting for the Chiefs all of a sudden. I don't even think I said that, but it was just like,
Yeah, I think it was like
I'm
2
going
years
hard
ago,
for real
too.
Chiefs. Yeah, it was 3 years ago. I
3
think.
years ago, yeah.
Yeah,
Because 2 years ago they lost to the Patriots, and then the Patriots won the Super Bowl against the Rams. Yeah.
Yeah, because that year we beat the Chiefs and then went straight to play the Patriots and lost. And then not only that, but last year we beat the Patriots, beat the Ravens, lost to the Chiefs.
Yeah, that was a
In the
close
AFC
game too.
Championship.
Funny how that works.
Didn't they come back?
It's full circle there.
Didn't they blow that lead?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna win next year.
Because the Chiefs also came
This
back really
Sorry.
big in the Super Bowl. The 49ers blew a lead, but that was Kyle Shanahan. That was his fault.
Hey, Cameron, can I ask you a quick question? Do you know where Patrick Mahomes is from?
I don't.
Probably Texas if Brian's
Honestly,
Yeah,
off the top of my
If he's ever
head,
asking a
Yeah.
question, if he's like,
Yes.
"Hey, do you know where they made that hot sauce?"
Texas.
Just know
It's Texas.
it is Houston, Texas.
I thought he was
Tyler
trying to see if I was a Chiefs fan by seeing where he came from.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly,
You would do
I
that too,
because
but-
honestly I couldn't tell you because I just focus on when they get
No,
to
no, no.
this-
Yeah, fair
because-
enough.
Hey, I'm a diehard Titans fan. I'm not, but I do love the Titans. Jesse knows, and
Yeah.
Tina knows, and Ryan knows because I always talk shit because his team is horrible and the Titans are 3-0. So
Were you a Titans? Never mind. I
what?
was gonna say, were you a Titans fan before they moved to Tennessee?
I was not an Oilers fan, but I was also 5 years old.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so it made it tough.
Yeah,
Understand.
Where does the noise come from?
I don't know.
I noticed
I'm
it
not
too,
touching
but that was,
Usually, somebody like, including myself, will realize it and stop touching something.
I'm not touching anything. I don't know
It's
where
Ryan's
it's coming
phone.
from.
I'm just kidding. All right. Back your mic up a little bit. It might be coming from that one. There.
It's always Ryan's.
Yeah, that's mercy.
God bless America.
Don't move it back. He's like, all right, I
It's like
figured out
you fixed
it's
the
me.
problem.
I was trying to test
All right.
to see how far I could get, you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
Where'd that come from, though? Was that
Like I
quiet?
said, we're a racing show now. We talked a little bit about football. Do you have any Titans or Steelers fans on your
yeah.
fantasy team? Because now you're gonna have to adjust, obviously.
Yeah, I missed my draft because I was selling wheels to Travis Nicely. So this is your fault,
Travis Nicely.
Travis.
We're calling 911 on you, dude. You messed up his fantasy draft, bro.
Yeah, but luckily I had Zeke and Nick Chubb just kind of in my queue, so I didn't miss out on running backs, which it's a 12-person league. I needed running backs.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
Yeah,
the
so
best one, too.
but
Depending on what type of point system you use.
I had Wentz and Tannehill as
Ooh.
my quarterback combo,
Yeah.
but Wentz was
Wentz, I'm
projected
sorry.
to be really good this season. But
Yeah.
then the offensive line decided, nope.
He's actually the worst quarterback in the league right now.
Yeah, so
I know.
yeah, I,
Yeah,
I
43
dropped
quarterbacks.
him for Mitch Trubisky because Mitch was going off the first 3 weeks or the first like week or whatever. I was like, okay, let's see. And then he had a really really mediocre week. I was like, okay, well I'm gonna pick up Tannehill, or I started Tannehill and picked up Foles now, and so I have Foles and Tannehill.
Good pickup on the Foles there.
Yeah, so I picked up Foles. He's playing now, and so since Tannehill has to sit, and I had Juju, so that sucks. So I picked up Braxton Berrios from the Jets.
You put Juju on the bench though. You didn't have to drop him.
No, I just put him on the bench.
Yeah, and
but,
drop somebody else.
Yeah, and I
Still sucks.
yeah, but I picked up Berrios, and I'm starting him over Slayton, and actually that game is tonight. I gotta check that.
Yeah, I've got Melvin Gordon playing tonight too.
Yeah.
Jen says to hell with football. She doesn't care since Peyton's not playing.
Well, the Broncos are playing tonight, Jen. So you gotta.
Peyton Manning.
And
Wow.
yeah.
Years ago.
she's a big Peyton Manning fan. She was a Peyton Manning fan
So
before
do
he was even a Bronco. She's been she's a fan of the athlete, not the team.
Same with my mom, so I can completely understand.
Yeah.
that, so, yeah.
We're getting back to racing though. Thank you, Jen. Because this is just for y'all, not just for y'all. It's probably for everybody. Hopefully, I'll get some more people watching this damn thing. What is your favorite? What is your favorite division to drive in? For one, first off, we got the flies fixed. Now we got fleas. What the fuck? Sorry for the cuss
What?
word. I got something, a mosquito or something. Fucking. What's your favorite division to drive in? U-Car. Have you ever driven late model or anything like that?
No, the only other thing besides that is just the mini cup, and I didn't
Grand
get to,
Stock.
yeah, and then the grand stock.
But you did well in the Grand Stocks. I mean,
For what I don't want to say for what I had because I had good equipment. It's just
I think
the
did
main
not handle that well when you drove it.
the main focus was the 07 and the 40 because we wanted to beat Dan at the time.
Stop
So
moving.
that's what we.
Whoever's moving over there. Whatever.
Nobody's moving.
I don't know. It's something about the wire might be crossed up or something. Right there by your feet. Yeah, that.
I'll hold it.
Yeah, so the main focus was
Stop
the
moving.
07, and it's not a bad thing, but it was also my rookie year. We didn't know I was
Yeah.
racing it until the week before
Yeah,
because
like
I blew
3 days
yeah,
prior. or
I
something.
blew the motor in practice in the U car that we built. So it was either not race or race the grand stock. So,
Yeah.
And then
That was dope.
I liked it. It's just I never really got the full. I never got attention on my car because everything
Oh, I
else was
know.
going wrong on the 40 and everything just
Yeah,
kind
no, I
of
drove
didn't
it
work
shortly
out.
after you.
Yeah.
It did not handle well.
Yeah.
No offense to
yeah.
it wasn't like you said. It wasn't the priority thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So, but you finished third in it a couple times. You
Yeah.
won Rookie of the Year in it.
Yeah,
You just had that one sub race
yeah,
in Terry's car or whatever. But you still won Rookie of the Year, and you finished third and you qualified third one night, didn't you?
yeah. I was
Then it
only
rained
like,
out?
yeah, I was like
That's
half
what I
a
remember.
tenth
Yeah,
off
yeah,
the
it
top
rained
two and a tenth ahead of my dad, and I was like, yes, like this is perfect. And then they inverted to 3, and then it rained. I was so mad.
Oh, either you qualify on the pole and pick a 6, or you invert third and they qualify 3 and then it rains.
Yeah.
You got some bad luck too. I get
Same
that too.
thing happened in the U cars opening night. Remember, 2018 opening night, I went out and qualified second. It was you,
Yes.
me, and then Ryan Paul all like right there, and then you inverted me to the pole, and then it rained. We were the only division that didn't run that night. I still swear to
Oh my
God.
God, I remember that
I still
race.
swear to God that was my race, but nope. We'll never
Yeah,
know.
because they had other divisions they ran twice and shit, and they let the legends literally perform like
yeah,
46 caution laps.
yeah,
so they
and then in
cussed the entire
yeah,
management
the
out.
drivers meeting, and
It
the
was
next
big.
time Steve was like, they don't really ever get to put on a show, so we had to let them do it. What?
Who?
Steve.
Said
that
who
was
doesn't
his
put on a
excuse.
show?
The legends. I was like, there's 6 of them. They wreck each other. I mean, what do you expect? They do it every week.
They never put on a show. They're not going to tonight. They're never going to.
Oh, that was when Tom.
There's 2 good drivers, 3 good legend drivers in the state of Virginia. You think the 5 of them that are here are going to put on a good show? There's only 1 good one ever at a track at one time. Usually maybe 2. But they just run away from the whole field.
Jack
Actually,
Dawson
this
says
year-
hello.
What up, Jack Dodson?
Hello.
We're talking about racing tonight. We're getting back to our racing roots.
This year the legend fields have actually been stout, like with especially at like Langley and Dominion with how they've been combining, make sure that they don't overlap. When tracks work together, the fields get more stout. It's funny how that works.
I know.
It's funny how we've been saying that for
collaborate
years.
and it gets better.
Wow, what a concept!
Stop moving. That's gonna be. I'm gonna have a sound bite that says Ryan, stop moving.
So I can't even hold anything over here.
No, you don't. I don't think you have to hold the cord in there. You just can't let it drape over the other cords. But again, what up, Jack Dodson? Everybody like and share too. I never even mentioned that, but I didn't even mention that Cameron was with us. I just started blabbing for 9 hours, and then I was just like, "Hey, here's this guy." But yeah, Cameron Ruggles is with us here tonight. If you haven't caught up, a lot of people don't start watching until like 15 minutes into, so I should probably mention it every 10 or 20. What's your favorite? All right, we're gonna go through what's your favorite driver in each division? Virginia driver. Can't be anything crazy. We'll get into Cup too. What's your favorite?
Okay.
We'll make it easy. What's your favorite Cup driver? Kyle Busch.
Blaney. If we're
Ryan
going,
Blaney?
Yeah,
Okay.
I love Kyle Busch. Don't get me wrong. Yeah,
You like him too, Tina?
No.
Oh, Jesus. I thought I heard a I was like, oh, okay. I can't. By the way, Tina is totally
I'm
totally
behind, like,
blocked
8
off by the
screens
TV.
right now.
Yeah, we do have
There's a lot going on back here.
4 TVs in here now. It's getting a little out of control. But I cannot see Tina at all. Not even a silhouette. Nothing.
I'm literally wearing sunglasses.
Can you?
That's all
Can
I'm
you see her?
looking
No,
at
I
is
can't.
Okay. Tell me if she's mad at me.
Just the voice.
Just assume yes.
The
Yeah.
TVs look great.
She doesn't get paid much for this job. I mean, Ryan and Tina are very low paid, and that's nothing. So,
It's the thought that counts.
yeah. But so not Ryan Blaney for you. Ryan Blaney for you. What's your favorite Xfinity driver?
I don't really follow
I know
it.
it's a hard one for me too. I can't even answer it myself.
I mean, if I had to choose one, Chase Briscoe, just because I've
Okay.
raced with him on iRacing a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's
he's
pretty
actually
cool.
he's really cool, but I mean, he doesn't care. It's a video game. Yeah, it's a simulation.
We're gonna get into that later because I'm now friends with Dion iRacing, but
Well, I can't accept
truck driver. I know that. That's what
Actually,
we're gonna get into.
Xfinity, I forgot Ross Chastain.
Fair enough. But he's gonna be Cup next year.
Yeah, so that might have to change.
Okay.
We'll see. Because we don't know what Blaney's doing. I don't think. I don't.
Is his
pay
contract run
attention.
up?
I have no idea. I don't.
Me neither.
I haven't. I forgot about NASCAR when NFL started. To be honest,
Good grief.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. No, don't feel
No
bad.
need to be, please.
Yeah.
Jennifer might
No,
be mad
feel
at you.
bad.
That's
Feel
better.
very bad.
But
Jennifer also wanted me to ask you what it meant when you said, "Now when I see an Alan Carr show up, I won't say nice." Not Jennifer.
No, okay.
I wanted to ask you that too, but then she
Because
hounded me about it. I'm like,
I
"Yeah, I'll ask
said
him."
when I see your car, I won't be able to say nice. The number 69. Every time I see it, I say nice. Like nice. And the one over there. She definitely gets the joke. There's no way you don't.
Because the number
Okay.
69. It's funny.
It's just
Okay,
it's just
okay.
a running joke between every person, pretty
Okay,
much everywhere.
okay,
You just say
fair
nice.
enough.
And
That's
every
why
time I saw it,
I knew
like,
it was
nice.
never like, yeah.
Yeah.
There was speculation. I'm like, it probably didn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Like,
If you were
it's not
like
malintent.
if you were
Or
like
not malice.
3 years younger, you'd probably understand.
No, I know it. I know the 69, reference. Trust me. We wore 69 sweatshirts to high school and stuff all the time. So
Is
there
that
was
why
plenty
you
of.
chose the number, or is there a story
No, it was my
behind
dad's
it?
number.
Okay. Oh, I
And
gotcha,
that's why
I
he
gotcha.
chose the number.
Is that
It was
okay?
my dad's number, and that's why Alex chose 96.
Yeah.
So then my dad was like retiring and giving me the car at the same
Mhm.
time. So I was like, what am I gonna do? Like
Yeah.
change it? You know what I mean? Like
I always just like
part of the
knowing
deal
you,
was my
I
dad
always-
gave me a discount on the car if I would continue the number.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just always thought like knowing you just how like kind of cynical and joking you are. Yeah.
Understandable.
Big old pervert.
What? Those allegations aren't true, okay? What's that website called? They didn't put me on there. That was fake.
Fake
What
news.
website am I talking about? You know, what
I have
website?
no idea
There's
what
like
you're
some
talking
website where
about.
you can like look up like child, like you know what I mean, like where you like there's a map.
I don't know, dude. You took it one step too far. That was not going.
You know what I'm talking about though. Where there's a map and it shows you
Neighborhood
like.
watchdog.
Yeah. You knew the whole time. You just let me
No,
just sit
I
out
know
here
I
like a
didn't.
sitting duck.
Honestly,
She's like,
what?
keep going,
I
keep
don't
going.
know, man. Pedophilia, like that was like a leap for me. I don't know what you were talking about.
At that point, you kind of lost me too.
I
I've
didn't
never
say
been
pedophilia,
experienced
did
there.
I?
I mean, you got into the
Well,
subject.
the
though.
whole-
I did,
Watchdog
but I was hoping that I would be
yeah.
able to like the joke would relieve itself quickly. I just couldn't remember the name, and then Jesse let me sit out there on like a
Sorry,
branch
dude.
for too long.
You like tossed yourself under a bus on that one.
Yeah, that's my fault. Jesus,
Dude, your
What's
brother.
going on tonight?
I'm not even moving.
it's still laying on the stuff. Will you pick it back up?
Jennifer says Ryan has to drink a raw egg every time he moves.
Oh my god. That's
Dude.
never, that's
So
never
you're
gonna
like
happen.
you're like half a dozen already.
you got to keep him away from the. I don't know what's going on though.
You got a bad connection.
I'm holding the
Anyway.
cord in my hand here.
Yeah, I think if you touch metal can while holding
Right.
the cord, like you can't drink, you
He's
can't do it.
like-
Like literally, he is like a
Yeah.
actual like. I'm gonna have to start
the
paying
hand
him,
moves
dude.
a
He's
lot
got to
harder.
hold this cord and he can't even drink anything. This is getting insane.
I'm like a tree back here.
Something insane's going on. All right. Is it me? What? Why did it?
I don't know. It got worse when he did what he just did.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't move, Ryan. What are you doing? Don't move. I told you.
See?
Jennifer told you not to move, dude.
There's a good title. Don't move, Ryan.
His arm's gonna get tired. I mean, this is insane. His arm's held out like this. Nobody can see you. Nobody appreciates the level of what you're doing here. Ryan is literally playing Twister with his beer can and everything like this. He's like the personal antenna.
Big sacrifices
Yeah.
tonight, guys.
I might have overdone it a little bit, but it's just like that kind of pretty much,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
He's got both legs. He's doing
Oh,
both
yeah.
arms.
Yeah.
I'm
His
actually
neck's
working
extended.
right now, so.
Yeah, he's like got a ghost to give him a rear naked choke just to be able to give us in the right, satellite Ethernet.
He'll be out
Readings.
on workman's comp by Saturday.
Maybe, but hopefully of his workplace that pays, not here, because we don't have insurance yet. What's your favorite driver of every division in Virginia? We were going to get that next.
Late.
Late model. Super late model. We'll start with that since they don't do that at Southside.
I don't really know supers, but late models.
Me neither.
Ooh,
I was just say, was there a super late model this past weekend at Dominion?
no, there was. It was at Bristol. They
Oh,
had
yeah, yeah.
super late models, I think. But late model stock cars. I really, if I had to cheer for someone to win a race, like if I went to a track and had to cheer for someone, I would. If Philip Morris was in the race, I'd pick him.
Fair enough.
Now, if I'm just being biased, I really want to say Daniel Silvestri because that's my boy.
Yeah.
Me and him are really.
Fair enough.
I think we're good friends. So.
He commented back and said that he would like to join the U-Car race tomorrow, but he will not be able to. So
Yeah.
shout out to him. Thanks.
We've gotten together on iRacing a few times just because we raced against each other and
You did it
and-
for a long time too.
Yeah.
Before you got banned for life.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, favorite. Thank you, Ryan, for everything. He's exhausting his body over here. It's just I'm gonna have to go
Sweating
waterfall
bullets,
of beer
y'all.
into his mouth
Yeah.
soon. We'll have to take a break. Bristol's gonna come relieve you. She's probably gonna mess it up and make you have to work harder. She's gonna get them all tangled up. Bristol the dog, by the way, nobody can see it. But all right,
Motor
so we're gonna
Speedway.
go down from shout out to Bristol Motor Speedway.
Both Bristols.
Well, I guess we'll go down to modified. That'd be the next one.
Kyle Wood.
Fair enough. Grand stock, can't pick your dad.
No, not my dad.
I wasn't going to it anyway.
Whoa.
He's probably watching, hopefully, maybe.
Hi.
I don't know. Is your mom?
I don't know because any
Did
answer
you share
I
it?
give here.
Did you share the stream?
I shared like the announcement. I
Okay.
haven't gotten on my phone yet.
Fair enough. I respect that.
Either way I answer this, I'm grounded. I like Bobby Curtis. I like seeing him win. I like
think that's
seeing
the
him
easiest answer.
run good. Because he's the underdog story, just kind of
He's
behind
been
it.
doing it the longest. He's the
Yeah.
classic.
I like Barry
He's the
Beebe up
OG.
there. He's really cool. I like seeing him do
I've never
good.
met
Gary
him.
Burke, of course. They're all good guys.
Yeah, I'm not.
If
I like
if,
Harry
if
Burke
one of
nowadays,
those
I am.
if one of those three or my dad are in victory lane, then
Fair enough.
We're good.
Legends.
Goats.
I mean, Ryan Matthews.
You're next. I'm going to get your whole lineup.
Ryan Matthews.
Ryan's like, all right. Holding everything.
I know Tommy Jackson's really good though. That
Fair
Ryan's definitely got to
Ryan Matthews. You can't pick one or the.
No, I'm not picking Tommy. I'm for sure picking Ryan because he's my friend.
Okay, I was gonna say okay.
But Tommy's really good.
I
can't discredit Tommy's ability.
I don't think by picking Ryan you discredit Tommy. I would hope not, but I guess maybe. I don't know. I don't keep up with the legend drama.
Yeah,
I know there's a little drama there, but I don't keep up with it.
When they got together at the beginning of the season, I
saw it.
I didn't want.
It was big.
Yeah.
Bandoleros.
I mean, if Wyatt Filial's still in one, definitely him or Peyton Lee. It's hard to cheer against each other when they're all just kids. So I mean, as long as they're having fun.
No, you have to wish that they all have horrible success in the sport and that only one succeeds.
Yeah.
Pick one. No, I'm just kidding. Fair enough. I'm not familiar with those two, so I'm glad that you have a spotlight on them a little bit. Shout out to what was their names again? Double shout.
Wyatt Filial and Peyton Lee.
Probably young. Hopefully they're not watching this.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Hopefully their parents aren't even watching this. Yeah. UCAR, not can't pick you or me or your dad. He's driven some UCARs and he's
I'm split here because I really like Chapman just like because he's Chapman.
He's a UCAR goat.
Yeah, but if I had to pick like an individual driver that I could say I've had the most fun with racing with and like he's my favorite person to race with, definitely Ryan Pritt, for sure.
Okay.
I want to race him at other tracks.
Some competitive races.
Oh yeah.
A championship points battle until you gave up because they were trying to screw you. Not the Pritts, but
I drove his doors off at Shenandoah in that white and blue car I had, which is a little embarrassing, but.
I agree. And the battle when you went there planning on doing a points battle, it got intense quick because obviously you were fast. You were winning plenty of races there too. How many races have you won? 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7?
I think I'm at 4 because I had 1 in 18, 1 in 19.
2 already this year, at least.
Yeah. I told Bo at the beginning of the season I wanted 3 at least, and then Alex showed up, and then you showed up.
When does the races? There's one not on the third, or no, not one.
Not on the third.
Clearly, we don't know because even the track doesn't know. But there's supposed to not be one on the third now.
Yeah, they canceled the third. Alex thinks I'm going to Shenandoah. I'm not. I don't have a truck to get there.
I don't think he is either anymore.
No, but he texted me and said, "Do you have plenty of tires to go to Shenandoah?"
During the stream?
Like right now, 7 minutes ago. And
he ain't fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I have tires, but the only problem, I want to go to Shenandoah. I want to go to Shenandoah, but the only thing is I don't have a truck to get it there. I have a trailer and everything lined up, and the car's ready to go.
You can take my truck. I don't care. Just don't wreck it.
That thing won't get you there.
It'll get you there. There's no exhaust, but it's dude. It's got inspection and everything. The exhaust fell off after the inspection.
Well, so if anybody with a truck, thank you.
I'm serious. I mean, when is it? Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care.
What about VA racers?
VA Logan Clark, even though he fired me.
Oh yeah, you were a spotter for a long time, huh?
Yeah, we'll
I was sponsored by them. Yeah.
Super awkward.
Yeah.
They don't even know who I am. I helped push the car in there. They were struggling to push the car in there. I was like, hold on, let me help really quick. I was just going to the bathroom. They're like, oh, thanks. I don't even know if they knew where I was like, thanks for the sponsorship last year.
Do you know how unfair it is that they sponsor you and I've been spotting for them for like years?
No. They didn't sponsor me.
Like,
well, I guess they did because I was the driver, but they sponsored.
Yeah. Bud's program. I mean, it's nothing like personal. I just think it's funny. Like I was spotting with them. Yeah, I was spotting for them, and I'm racing against you, and they're not sponsoring me. I'm like,
they're sponsoring an opposing car.
Yeah, I was like, all right, thanks.
Well, in their defense, they probably knew that I couldn't spot for the shit. They were like, well.
Oh yeah. Well, also in their defense, the 87 was in victory lane, so the 87 was in victory lane. The 40 was not.
Well, going into the season, that was all.
I mean, they knew. Well,
you weren't even running a full season at Southside that year, were you?
In 19, no. last year.
That's what I'm saying. No, see, you got to give them credit. They wouldn't have given you a full-time sponsorship for Southside.
I'm
a local
not
company. It's a local company.
Yeah, I'm definitely not complaining.
They had to pick a local car that was going to do
because they definitely treated me really well when I was with them. You know,
good.
With paying not
letting you get entry and stuff.
Yeah, and then also on feeding me and making sure I was good with the headset and stuff. Yeah,
good.
They updated everything this year because the headset wasn't perfect last year. Like, it was better than mine, but they still didn't think it was good enough, and
I was
they got it
offended
anyway.
you
I
didn't
was
bring
like,
your own
okay.
headset for the podcast.
Those privileges got taken away.
I was like, dude, it's COVID. You can't put on my headset, dude.
Yeah.
These are, I'm gonna have to. No, I'm just kidding. But all right. So, UCAR would be. You said Logan Clark.
Mm-hmm. Virginia racer.
UCAR would be. You were dabbling around. You said Chapman
and Ryan Pritt. Yeah.
Which one?
If I had to make a definitive statement, Ryan Pritt. I hope Chapman doesn't take. I mean, I let him drive my car. I hope that's good enough.
Oh, dude, he's being fucking heated.
I don't know. I've never really.
He's gonna be more mad because
Chapman.
I've said a long time ago that I was gonna have him on, not a couple weeks ago, and I still haven't had him on. But I haven't done that many episodes.
Yeah.
All right. Ryan may not know. Tina knows a decent amount about short track racing, actually.
I definitely know.
Ryan does know, but
I know everything about short track racing.
all right, who's your favorite late model driver? This would be an open take.
My favorite late model driver?
Sure. Ryan's arm fell off, so he can't. I mean, we can't.
He's suffering over here. I don't know. I guess don't do that. Did you just kill my mic? Yeah.
No, I'm not doing anything with mics. What do you mean?
I don't know.
Who's your favorite late model driver?
Probably Dotson.
Sweet.
Mine too.
Dude, I want to get Dodson on the podcast. What do you think about that, Cameron?
That'd
be so epic. I love that guy.
Of Southside, but if he ever throws a water bottle in the vicinity of my person again, we're probably throwing it.
He chucked a water bottle
Who?
at you?
He didn't do it at me, but he was pissed off because he got beat on a green light checkered or something.
Uh-huh.
Ryan's gonna get the death stare every
my
time. Did you move? Sorry. Go
But
ahead.
he got beat on a green light checkered, and there shouldn't have been a caution or some. He got screwed out of a win. Little girl walked up and gave him a water bottle. He took a drink and then slammed it up against it. It went all over me and Mike.
Hit her
Haley.
with it. I'm like, oh my god, this got really dark really quick. I can't have him on the show. Is there video footage of this?
It hit the wall and it busted all over me and Mike Haley, and I was like, what the hell?
Michael Haley, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Like, what is your issue? And then I saw him later at Applebee's, and I was like, dude, that wasn't cool. Like,
and he's like,
I was like,
he's
I don't
totally
like
cool,
you.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, oh man, I don't even care about last night. And then, funny story,
He's a funny guy.
my first ever text
guy.
message I sent. My dad sent me a group chat. It was in a BlackBerry. It was a group chat. I didn't know
Your first
it.
ever text message was
First ever
to Chris
text
Dodson?
message. It was a group chat between my dad, Chris Dotson, and my mom and me. I was not sure Chris Dotson was in this. I was 13.
Why would this have existed?
Okay.
What's going on? Did your dad know Chris Dodson?
The car was at Torp Chassis. My dad worked at Express. Torp Chassis
Whose
is
car?
right by Chris Dotson.
Okay.
It was on a rollback.
Right.
My dad sent me the picture of it on the rollback, and I said, I hope it got wrecked. Chris Dodson, that was my first ever text
God.
message.
Was
Chris Dodson was,
accidentally saying to Chris Dodson that you hope his car got wrecked.
that was my first ever
And
text
now he's your
message.
favorite driver because you felt so bad about that ever
That's
since the
amazing.
Oh,
EV
no, not my favorite driver. At the track, at least. He's a cool dude, but at the track.
I just asked you who's your...
You asked her.
You asked
Sorry.
me who
All right,
my
all
favorite
right.
driver
My bad.
was.
I was a 43.
That's a funny story.
And
Though. Thank
I
you for
only-
telling it. Sorry that I incriminated you with
Yeah.
saying he was your favorite driver, but he should have been after he was cool enough to let you live after you
Yeah.
said that straight to his face when you were probably like fucking 10 years
I
old.
always cheered for the 43 over him, so I was.
I'm a
more
big
of
Eddie Johnson fan too.
and,
Oh, I like him too. I just like Chris Dodson's so hysterical in his like victory lane speeches that I
Intensity is
just
nonetheless.
like,
So cocky.
he's like, oh my god, he reminds me of like
Grand stock. What do you think? Modified. Well, I'll bring that up first.
modified
Mm-hmm.
Bednar.
Okay. He raced
Well,
modified last or 2 years ago.
No, he,
No, that was
it
back in
just a
2016.
couple years
No,
ago,
he was
Yeah,
racing-
that was when I was in Grand stock. It was
he was
2016.
racing last year.
Late models.
It was when I was in Grand Stock.
He was racing late models last year.
and
yeah.
this year.
Limited.
Well, He's still my favorite modified because I don't have another modified racer.
Who's your favorite Grand Stock? Ryan did not move. I will attest.
Yeah, that was not his fault.
Still,
Most of it's
when he
not
moves,
mine.
it makes it better. But he didn't move to make it happen.
I don't know
It just
what's
something
going
clicked,
on.
and it just somehow.
You hear noise, everyone just looks my way. It's mostly not my fault.
Somehow when you
Literally
move, it makes it
nobody
better.
was moving
But I
back
was
here,
watching
guys.
him, and he didn't move, and it started, and then he somehow has to adjust and make it better. But he was literally stoic. In fact, I hired him to be a fucking statue. He's like one of those people you see in
Oh
Las
my
Vegas
God.
who just
I'm
drop
damn
tips to
good
their
at
feet
that.
and they stay still. And then I'm like, adjust. He's like one of the attendants out there. I'm like, adjust. You get the remote for it. And he's like,
Yeah, like
and he does
nothing,
it. Yeah.
Nothing moved.
Grand
Not
Stock?
his fault. Grand Stock?
Continue.
Say Austin Dodge, make it easy.
Yeah. Thank you for
U-Car.
that.
Can't be me.
It has to be you.
It can't be me.
Why not?
Because it has to be somebody else.
Well, then.
Or Alex. Or
Don't make it
Alex.
easy. It can't be Alex either.
Chapman.
It wouldn't be anyway. She would
It-
avoid
hard
that
pass
like
on
the
Alex.
plague.
Definitely
yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Oh no! He's like my least favorite.
Yeah. She would have like that. If I've got a least favorite list, I'm about to ask
Yeah.
you next. I'm
No,
just
no.
kidding. I'm
If
not gonna do that. Let's just start beef with the whole racing world.
Yeah, with two
Who do
races
you hate
to
the
go.
most? By the way.
Yeah, with 2 races to go.
Chapman.
Fair enough. He did put a roof on our house, and it did.
He
We had a
definitely-
100-year rain, and we had no leaks.
We did not have any
So.
leaks after we put that roof on our house. So
We haven't had any other U-Car drivers work at our
And-
house yet.
yeah, he's a good.
Free
oh,
pass,
and
Chapman.
he's also Jennifer's favorite.
What? What? Did she say that?
Yes, she did.
That's on cue.
That's why I got
Horse
you.
shit.
I have that in writing.
Screenshot that.
Number 2.
No, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter at
First
this
runner
point.
up.
He's not first number.
No, you're first runner up.
We're gonna move on.
Nostril flares on that one.
Ooh.
No, I'm just kidding. We were talking about YouTube earlier. You have like 1 trillion YouTube subscribers too. You have
like
thousands.
2,000.
How did that happen? Like,
Oh,
not that,
also-
I'm not saying how that happened. Like, but also too, you just started posting videos again, and they're sweet. By the way, I meant
Thank
to get one aimed up to play one. You can try to. All you got to do is. You also, by the way, there's another Cameron Ruggles out there in the world.
Oh, yeah, and he's a scumbag.
Hate him?
Dude, I get
Oh,
40
shit.
DMs a
Fuck
week.
this guy.
No,
Really?
he grows
Ethan
like
Ayers,
he
too.
grows like mushrooms or
Oh
something.
yeah, the gay porn star.
Like he literally grows plants or something and then scams people on the internet. And people DM me all the time like, "Hey, you're a scumbag," like blah blah blah. And
Oh
I'm like,
shit! You get beef
dude,
from the goddamn
yeah.
the vegan
I had
scam
to,
artist.
Yeah, I had to block him and his like in the name Cameron Ruggles on
'Cause he's
Twitter.
bigger than you
yeah,
on
because
YouTube.
I even,
No offense,
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying.
even tried to buy the Twitter handle from him and everything, and he was like, "Oh, it's worth $2,000," and I was like, "You can kiss my ass."
Yeah.
I was give him $20 for it and hope he said thanks.
I'm sorry, just to break in to loop back around real quick. Bud said Alex is his least favorite too.
Oh, Bud doesn't mean that though. Jennifer would have meant
Does
it if
he?
she said it, and you would have meant it if you said it. Bud does not mean it.
I mean, if
He's just giving shit. He's just giving Alex shit. When Jesse, when Tina and Jennifer say it, they mean it. It cuts deep.
Alex is pretty cool.
No, Alex is cool.
No,
I didn't say
Except
he was
when-
my least favorite. I mean, he's he's my
Except
brother.
when he's on my inside on lap 3 when I give him
Yeah,
3
he
car
did.
links
He
on
did.
the
Yeah,
inside.
there was a discrepancy whether there was a door action, there was a pass for the lead. That was. Let's talk about that for a second. I was not there. I was not involved. Give us your take?
He was much faster than me, so I mean he was going to win the race anyway. It's just I needed something to be mad about. I got
But
beat.
he maybe did it
But-
a lap too soon.
Well, I gave him the
He's
entire
already gonna give me
inside.
shit for that. He said, "What the fuck? Why
I
do you
mean-
even say it like that?"
I mean, I gave him the entire inside, and then all of a sudden it felt like I heard the gas throttle up, and then I felt a bounce, and he was turning good, and I was going straight. I was like, shit.
That bastard.
I mean, it's racing. I'm
Yeah.
the only mark on that car that he has right now is me,
Yeah,
or
that's right
actually
there.
besides the front bumper with Schumann. So that's
me.
the only other mark. Yeah.
What do you have to say for yourself, Alex? Comment in the comment section, like and share.
I mean, other than that, he pinched me a lot more than I
Y'all
wish
raced
he
pretty
would.
clean. I mean,
Yeah, that first race when I won, but I mean, I got around him and we didn't get together, but
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And like I said, you've been running well too. So it'd be harder if like you were hadn't had any wins and you were struggling for the win, and
Yeah.
you've already been so fast, you've already had so much success that it makes it a little easier to like,
Yeah.
it
And I was
is what it is
honestly
tonight.
really only mad. Like I
Same
was
thing
over
happens
it.
to me where I get
Yeah.
crucified by some cars some nights, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I just got to understand the long run.
I wasn't even thinking about it until lap 23 when then all of a sudden Trevor Stinson came along and almost put me in the wall. But I guess he just didn't notice how close we were to it. And then we almost got into it, and I was just mad at everything, and I was just mad at Alex for what he did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, understandably.
I was mad at everyone, so then I went to Alex and was like, hey,
It was the
that
first
wasn't
instance
cool.
that knocked you
Yeah.
back there.
Yeah, and then
Fair
I
enough.
went up to Trevor and was like, hey, don't do that again.
Yeah. And
you.
you also at one point, this is a while ago, but at one point you had like a trillion Instagram followers too. What? We never even really answered the question. You started making. What are you using for your editing software? 'Cause you made a video.
Sony Vegas Pro.
Sorry if y'all burping on y'all.
I can help you get it if you want it, if you
Is that
are
free too?
interested.
What's up with the vibrations? Somebody getting called?
Yeah, Jen.
Oh, she's trying to call in?
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, answer. And your buddy, what's his name? I got it written down in here.
Girl.
Jennifer.
Okay, I have to.
She's not gonna be able to hear us though.
Hang on. I
Yeah,
have
put your
to. I
headphones
have
up.
to make a redaction because
Put your headphones up to her
I
ear
screwed up really bad
Why?
and had Bud and Jen's numbers swapped in my phone somehow, and so.
What?
So when I got a text message saying Alex is my least favorite, it came in as Bud's contact. I don't know how, but it was actually Jen. And so,
And I never said who my favorite was.
to be
To
fair,
be clear.
that's yes. It's the phone.
Hmm.
So just really, really sorry for speaking for Bud out of turn. That was definitely Jen.
Yeah,
crapping on
I
Alex
didn't
well-
with me.
declare a favorite. I did not declare a favorite, so you can calm down.
Well, Jesse said that you declared Chapman as your favorite.
No, I said
I'm
Chapman
getting
was my
misinterpreted.
favorite.
Alex is my least favorite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch this back, and I'm gonna figure out exactly what happened there. Somebody said that Jennifer had Chapman as her favorite.
Cameron don't lie.
No. That
Cameron
was-
doesn't
that
lie.
was
The
Jesse
camera
when I
does.
said-
Not either.
When I said mine too was my least favorite was also Alex.
Was there maybe a misinterpretation there?
Yeah.
I can't declare a favorite. You know that would be wrong. My favorite is Bud.
Okay, Jen.
Okay. Are we still doing? Are you still coming on the
Biased.
show and we doing corn dog and ice cream eat offs? Not eat offs. We're not going to do competitive eating, but we're going to do. You're going to buy a type of corn dog. I'm going to buy a type of corn dog. You're going to buy a type of ice cream. We're going to buy a type of ice cream and see who
That's
has better.
fine, as long as it's not spicy.
No, it won't be spicy. I'm going to
Alright,
make
go back to
Cameron eat
Cameron.
Wicked Tickle here in about 5 seconds. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that to him. He said he's not a spice guy either. But if I'm not going to make him do it, I'm not going to make y'all do it. So fair enough.
All right, we'll go back to Cameron.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, Jen.
You're good.
Hate my life.
Like how she answered.
So they got you a phone, and then you.
Oh my God.
The phone that
Kill
she has
me.
The contacts wrong in was
Actually,
given to her
kill
by.
me.
Bud and
Literally,
Jennifer.
it was their phone, and I have their contacts backwards. Yeah, I can just.
That-
I'll just die now.
But how did you get the high level of YouTube and IG followers like that? I mean, that's
Well, Instagram, it was more of a follow for follow thing back when I was like younger. And
Yeah, 'cause
that's
you were
why my likes reflect
13, 14,
that.
15 at the time.
Yeah, and I thought that mattered. But YouTube, actually, if I'll show you later, but all my unlisted videos are my trick shotting videos. And that used to be
From
my
video
trick,
gaming.
Yeah, that used to be my trick shotting channel.
Yeah,
And then
that's what I
just-
figured you
I
got
had
most of your
2,100 subscribers. I was like, Cameron Ruggles, yes, let's start making videos. And then a couple weeks ago, it was the race that me and Out and the whole that happened.
Yeah, this video is sweet.
And I made the vlog of it, and I was like, yeah, let's do it again. And then the
Ainsley?
yeah, Ainsley.
Yeah, that's what his name is.
Yeah, he's my best friend. He's
But I was
been
saying-
really interested in racing for a couple years. I
Who
brought
does-
him. Do what?
Who does most of the video editing and stuff like that?
Oh, I do. I do everything.
So he's just kind of chilling.
The-
He's not.
yeah, the only thing
I don't know if he was like your producer that you had riding around along with you. I don't know he was your best friend.
He does the videos sometimes. Like when you can visibly see my mom, it's him holding the camera. Sometimes, you know, and like that day, it was him taking the videos from the inside of the track when I was on track.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get 2 of my other friends because Ainsley can't come next race. I'm trying to get 2 of them that have
YouTube
iPhones.
Cameron Ruggles.
I was trying to have 2 of them come and do the videos so I can get back into it. It just happened to be the next race I broke a power steering rack, and then the next race I won, but we were busy all day, so I never had time to get around to it. And then,
because I noticed the video was not like if you would have done it a week or 2 later, it would have been like you got the pole and won and everything, but. Anyway, it was still cool because it had background music. It had all that. You said you're using Sony
Vegas. Yeah.
Wow.
I can help you get that too.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about that after the show anyway. Just because I'm interested. Because like I said, it was a pretty cool video, or like well produced. If I can say that, I don't even know if that's the right term for it. But
well, I appreciate it.
What would be your favorite video game? Are you mostly a? She might have knocked down your drink. Sorry, bro.
It's fine.
The dog.
It's
yeah. Warzone, or you used to be into Fortnite and PUBG and a couple other things. I mean, this is all I'm talking years ago. But
yeah, I
mostly
played,
what do you do now?
I play Call of Duty a lot, like for trick shotting purposes. And I got really good at sniping.
What does that mostly mean?
Do what?
Mostly like sniping trick shots.
Yeah, you
like
just
try to like
spin in
scope
circles.
up and stop.
Well, you just spin in circles, do a bunch of different button stuff, and then.
Sorry.
I got it.
Actually, that's the first race I won at Dominion.
That's a good video too, actually.
Yeah.
It would be that
Tony
most recent
Hall's
one.
wife took it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from that angle, and I had to
Jacqueline
go into
Hall or something like that.
Zara.
Damn,
Yeah, it's Zara.
We weren't even close.
Jacqueline something.
Okay, so I was close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
so
movie.
I was like,
See, and Dad even
Very
started.
good.
Dad even started in front of me, and he lost.
You hear that, Todd?
Jeez.
Go to the one right here, babe. Babe Tina. I have an open relationship.
Will Smith in here.
Tina, my producer, is also she lives. In
We have
my
a
house.
throuple.
A throuple.
Ooh, 7 likes. I didn't know that this time.
Dude, it's got 121 views. I don't know if
Ainsley?
it's 4 minutes. So it is kind of long. I don't know if we would watch the whole thing, but well, I mean we can. I just don't know if it'd be. Well, let's just do it. We'll talk over it if we have to. We'll talk over it if we have to. It's a good video, though, dude. It's got good background music. Where do you get your music from? Is that on Sony Labs?
I looked up on YouTube non-copyrighted.
Yeah, I did the same thing kind of one time.
Yeah, that was it.
And this is him videoing right here. This is Ainsley. That's a hard name to remember, bro. Shout out to Ainsley.
Yeah, he's
Is he
really
listening
cool.
right now? Are you watching?
I was actually at his house before I came here, but
for real?
he has work at like 5 in the morning in Petersburg.
Ah,
So
that shit for the birds.
yeah, but I mean he's really interested in coming to the track and stuff. I mean he was there my rookie season. The first night that he was there, he had to run across pit road and get a grand stock tire for when Bobby Curtis took out the 07 on lap 1.
Oh, really?
That season, yeah.
Hook me up too, if you would, Ryan. Shout out to Ryan.
He called you a hooker.
What? Hook me up.
Ooh. This scene actually is kind of funny because we just came back from buying a race car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on that trailer back
bro.
there. That's our truck and trailer behind me and Bo, and we were buying a race car that day.
At Dominion?
Yeah, a couple miles away from Dominion.
Got to invert the ball.
And then I never got to do like a cut scene after.
So this was the night
getting
you
inverted.
won, wasn't it?
No, this was the night that Alex ended up.
But
beating me.
the race after, 2 races after that was when you qualified on the pole and won. Because you
Yes.
qualified on the pole and then inverted, or didn't
Yeah.
invert because you picked up one out of the thing.
Yeah, because the next race after this, I broke a power steering rack, and then I only got to do like 1 lap, or a couple laps because I just stayed on the apron, and then the next race I came back, got the pole, and then won. My bad, bro. Yeah, you're fine.
Your favorite video game, though, all in all, you said is Call of Duty Warzone right now?
Honestly, I don't play Warzone now. I'm just playing 2K21 basketball because of Ainsley. He's a big
You a
Celtics
big basketball
fan.
My man. Yes, sir.
Ainsley is though.
Yeah, I like watching it with
Does he
him
play?
because no, I mean
Is he younger or older?
he's the same age as me.
I don't know if he was still in high school and played on the high school team or something.
Yeah, actually, he has his own play. I was supposed to move in with him, but then that just fell through. So I plan on doing that in June and moving out with him.
I gotcha.
And it's actually
You're still young for that too.
Yeah,
I mean, what? You're only 18 or 19.
I'm 19. I'm gonna be 20 in February.
Still, that's young for that.
Yeah, but it's
To
2
be
minutes
moving out
away from
nowadays.
Southside.
That's sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, I could walk there. And you can
And then
get
do what? I mean, you got to get the car there and everything.
well, I can get a garage for like $250 a month at the bottom. Like since I have my own car now. So
Yeah, that's true. That's dope. What like, do you watch any of the video game channels though? Like, do you watch PewDiePie, however you say it,
I used
PewDiePie?
to. I used to when I was 16 and younger, but then once
When you were big at
racing
gaming
and
stuff.
all that's kind of got in the way, that was my main focus, just sports. Because I played baseball and then
Yeah, 'cause-
racing.
Yeah, I mean, you were big into baseball,
Yeah.
but then just kind of transitioned over into racing. What about? Have you ever heard of the H3 podcast? Do you watch any podcasts other than? I mean, I don't know if you watch
I
this one,
love
but
Joe Rogan's podcast.
Do you?
But I don't religiously watch it.
But
And
do
I
you watch
also-
a lot of 'em?
I also like
Or
watching
decent amount?
Louder with Crowder, but that's
Okay.
really political.
Steven Crowder?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's fine though. I don't. Most podcasts. I wouldn't say most. I'd say a fifth of podcasts are political. I don't listen to any
Yeah.
political ones, but a lot of them are politics. A lot of them are like murder
Yeah.
type, like mysterious.
Like true crime.
Yeah, it's weird. I've never listened to one to kind of understand even how that platform works. Have you, Tina?
Not a whole lot.
But is it just like listening to one of the shows but without pictures?
Yeah,
how does that even work?
Unsolved Mysteries.
What's
Netflix.
that?
Yeah, but that's
like
something you watch though, and it's got pictures. Like if they were to just have the audio and you had to close your eyes, it wouldn't be quite enough detail to. They really got to go into detail. I feel like to just have an audio only.
I
for
mean,
something
it's not
that.
like you have to sit. It's not like you would really get like crime scene photos in the show. So it's not.
Are you just talking about podcasts in general?
Yeah.
No, like crime scene
Like
type
crime
podcasts, like where they're
podcast.
talking about like I guess fictional or non-fictional stories.
I'm not
Well, it's
familiar
just like reading a Sherlock Holmes book.
Yeah, I guess.
Or
Fair
a
enough.
racing podcast? I mean, I can't just. We could pull.
Yeah.
If someone was listening to this on
Well, I
like
feel like that's all
Spotify
non-fictional,
eventually.
and you're talking about news that's happening. If you're trying to set up like a
Yeah.
a fictional murder scene, it's like you really got to get into detail. You're essentially just reading a book
Yeah.
at that point. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you're a news channel, almost like a podcast, most of them are news channels, or like even Joe Rogan's just audio, but it's still just kind of bullshit, and it's still all non-fictional. Once you add in like the fictional podcasts of like made up murder stories, it gets kind of weird to me.
Some of the stuff is true though.
Oh, that's true, but at the
A
same
lot
time,
of
kind of
stuff
like
is like real, like unsolved murders and stuff like that. So I mean, it's
kind of dark to be driving around all day listening to that.
Yeah.
yeah, but that's
You
so
know?
fast. I mean,
Like I listen to mostly comedy podcasts. It's like you might see me one day like laughing to myself in my truck. You know what I mean?
have
Like,
you not watched Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix?
No,
So good.
I've watched Unsolved Mysteries back in the day. And
Well, yeah, but they
AMC
revived
or whatever
it
it
for
came-
Netflix, and it's so good. But you don't. I mean, you could just listen to it in the background, and you would get the same information that you would watching the show.
It's whatever your piques your interest.
Ryan's backstage doing 9 shots to relieve himself of the duties he had to pull to be able to make the audio work on this episode. You ever heard of J Station?
Yeah, that guy.
Not good. Not good. We won't even get into it. We don't have time to tonight anyway.
He literally faked his girlfriend's death.
For views.
Uh,
Dude, he made a video the day after Mac Miller died. Like, let me play this Ouija board in
Dude, yeah.
like dedication of Mac
Me-
Miller's
dude,
death.
I don't know if you
Ariana
remember
Grande's coming through. Like,
It's a stretch.
the day he died, we raced, and I came up to you. I was like, "Dude, Mac Miller died." Like, I didn't even know
Yeah,
that you listened.
no.
I was like, and you were like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "Shit, you listen to Mac Miller too?"
yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I
we
definitely knew
talked
him.
about it for like
Yeah.
20 minutes, and Bud was like, "Can you come over here and help or
Yeah.
something?" I was like,
He's like, who's Mac Maller?
"Yeah."
Is that a sale?
Yeah.
I just remember vividly like walking up to you. Hey, did you see that? And,
So, are you a Kyle Busch fan at all or not at all?
Oh, I love Kyle Busch. It's
You
just,
saw
he's not
Braxton
my-
Busch
he's not
got
my
his first
favorite.
win. His
I
son?
didn't look into it. I didn't see.
I
the-
didn't
I didn't
see like
see
what
the
the
quality.
stats were.
I
Yeah,
didn't-
me neither. I figured they would have even posted it if it wasn't legit, knowing them.
I don't know if
Like
you're,
him
if
and-
you're,
him
if
and
you're
his-
showing up with the Kyle Busch late model.
No,
at
Brexton
Sutherland.
Busch.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, like,
Yeah, I feel you. Okay, fair enough.
is that still?
Yeah, it's probably
a win's
he's
a win,
probably
but is
racing
it
against
quality?
like
You know,
battery powered RC cars or whatever. Power
I didn't
wheels.
even look to see what kind of car he was in. So
He's a
I-
little sprint gas
Oh, really?
sprint car. Yeah, like a little quarter midget type thing.
I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, glad he's getting his kid into racing.
There's so much more on here, but I mean, we mostly covered it all with the racing stuff. I mean, I asked you how the YouTube thing. You just said it got mostly from your trick shots. I got one good one. What's the best track food? You've been to Martinsville. You've been to a couple of these tracks. I mean, Southside Speedway does have the hand dipped corn dog. Shout out Jennifer Allen.
Now,
That'll be my pick when we do the corn dog challenge. I'm gonna go to Southside Speedway. I'm gonna make them open. I'm gonna rent the track for an hour to get a couple hand dipped corn dogs. I'll have to make them myself, and then they will be part of the corn dog challenge. She'll bring over some frozen shit, and I will decimate.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's a competition, but we're just gonna test and tune.
Well, before Dominion got rid of them, they had the 1 foot long corn dogs. Those were really good.
What?
But
Dominion had those?
yeah, but now they don't have them
okay.
anymore. But
I never even knew of that.
I don't really eat
Martinsville dog?
I don't like. I'm not a big fan.
Chili and onions and all kinds of shit.
Dominion's chicken tenders are good, but I don't like their fries. But Southside, their food's good, but it's like $72 for chicken tenders and fries.
What's up with
And
that?
and
Is
a
that all
Coke.
tracks or just Southside?
It's Southside has some high prices, but I mean,
Yeah, at least they let you bring
pay
beer
it.
in.
do they?
Southside?
They do.
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
drink. So
I know, but you should at least know that. You got
I-
fans, don't you? That drink.
I have fans. Wow.
You know, I know you do. Trust me, you got fans that drink. You should be able to, like, hey, you can bring beer in. RIR lets you bring beer in. I don't know why Dominion doesn't. That's all I'm saying. And I don't know if y'all noticed which koozie I'm rocking and which tire shirt I'm rocking. But no respect being passed down here.
They
Shout out
sent
to
me-
Dominion, though. Even though they tried to fork me in the tech booth. But
They sent me
Us.
the wrong size jacket, the championship jacket.
Oh, really?
I want to wear it,
Bastard.
but I can't. So I gotta lose a little bit of weight, and then we'll be good. But
yeah, that's fine.
we're working on it.
We get on the keto diet. You can do like Joe Rogan, do the carnivore diet, just red meat and eggs. It's intense, dude.
I'm doing pretty good with.
He
what
said
I
the
got going
shits
on.
were intense. So you gotta watch out for. Do you watch any competitive eaters?
No.
Okay. We're next week. Oh, I'm glad that you don't almost at this time. where we've gotten. Because I've been talking to a competitive eater and I got a lot of stories about it, but I don't want to talk about it tonight and it would bore you to death. Because I've talked about competitive eaters in the past. We watched Matt Stoney eat 5 Chipotle burritos in less than 4 minutes. You saw that video, right?
Yeah, I think I saw it, like clips
It's-
of it, like where he
Just watch the
finished it.
first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Once you see him eat 1 in 30 seconds, you're like, okay, now it's totally doable. It's insane. Who's your favorite competitive eater? Do you have one?
I do not have one. It'd probably be that guy.
Matt Stoney?
Yeah.
What about you, Tina?
No. Mm-mm. Not
She
at
ain't
all.
in it. She ain't on it. Gross her out. Fair enough.
I don't know.
Impressive, though, for
I
sure.
also don't like glorifying like making yourself unhealthy. Like I know
It
that's
is
that's very
insane.
it's
I've seen
very
some of 'em.
ironic, but like
I've seen some of them where they like drink 4 and 5 energy drinks for part of like the meal. You know,
Yeah.
like the Michael Phelps challenge. We don't need to bring it up, but like it's like all these ham sandwiches and all this stuff, and then like plus 4 energy drinks. Which I guess if you're drinking 4 energy drinks with 20,000 calories worth of food, it's probably not like as much.
What kind
like-
of energy drinks though? Because
Rockstar, I think.
those,
How come, though?
Those. Well, I mean, nowadays they have all the different energy drinks that are, no sugar, no calories. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do
Yeah,
have the
it's
healthy
like
energy drinks. Yeah, you're kind of right.
Rehab versus like a NOS, like
Yeah.
those are totally different experiences.
Rockstar has sugar.
Yeah, you're
so
kinda
that-
right.
Those are
But
really
ca-
really bad. Those are.
You're right, but can you imagine buying one of the healthy ones and then pounding 4 of them
No,
bastards?
I can't
No.
imagine doing it either. But I'm just.
Yeah, you're right though. That there is
With
healthy
Rockstar
ones.
is-
Because people started pretty much going this route, and they started like, oh, let me drink 3 or 4 of them throughout the day, even when they weren't healthy.
Oh my
So then
God.
these companies were like, we got to do something about
Yeah.
this. These people aren't stopping no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
We're killing people.
I
We got to
used
make it
drink-
safe.
I used to drink them all the time. Red Bull.
Ryan's literally double fisting Monster Energies
two Red Bulls
backstage.
on.
He's like, what? What'd you say? I don't drink that many. Get off my back.
It's only my 10th one tonight.
Yeah, dude. Fuck you. Anyway, thank you, Ryan, again for He's going to be
Sacrifice
tired.
your
He's going to be
body.
sore in the morning for sacrificing his body for all these audio cords.
Been through worse, so no big deal.
We had to exaggerate it a little
That's
bit,
fair.
but he did do a lot. It
He's
was pretty
military.
crucial. I mean, holding my arm like even this for an entire hour would be insane.
Would be hard.
Shout out to Tina. Sorry to the backstage. They got their swag on, and it didn't matter at all. Shout out to Cameron for coming
Stuff we all
on.
get.
Hopefully he'll
I
get
got
the
dressed for this
OBS
crap.
figured out for us. Not really, but I might call you and see like,
Oh
hey,
yeah, I got you.
what's up with
anytime.
all these other apps you're talking about that seem to be better? Streamlabs.
Yes.
I'm gonna write it down in here.
Yeah, no, he's not.
I'm gonna forget, but now it's recorded. I'll watch it back. Shout out to Ainsley.
I'll screen record that and send it to him. He'll love
Do it,
that.
dude. Do it.
He'll love that.
All right, dude. I think that's about it. Thanks for coming on. Glad to have you.
Had a fun time.
Welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the season. Competing, you're in the top 3 right now in Dominion points, and you didn't even plan on being there, so you're doing extremely well. Already 2 wins in, and 2 races left.
We'll see.
You don't know. We don't know. The track owners don't know.
Yeah.
But once we find out, there should be 2 races left. That should be enough time for you to really at least compete well for, like I said, you're already in the top 3, but getting up there.
Yeah, I hope so. And just need. I don't want to wish bad on anybody. I hope Alex has his best season, but yeah, I want it to at least be.
It's like I
close.
want his water pump to go out. Or
Yeah,
something.
power steering rack. Dang.
Yeah.
Like, it happened to me. It could
Something
happen to
innocent
anybody,
but bad. I can't condone it.
No, I hope he goes out and wins the last 2 races for his sake. But you know,
Well, that's something too. It always seems that it's been me all night. It always comes down to qualifying and then invert.
yeah.
Seems to be the big thing. So it's just tough. I mean,
Well, the invert the thing up at Dominion, they make you give up your qualifying position, but they don't give you points. Southside, they give you points for giving it. Well, you have to give it up, but you get the point.
you get a point for getting the pole.
Langley, you don't get points, but you don't have to force your spot up.
There's no inversion.
Yeah, so I don't
At all?
Yeah, and you don't get points. So I feel like it should be one or the other. But
I'd say I would have been at Langley if I'd have known that, but I never qualify well. So
well,
I'm
you
not trying
also
to
get
start
$100.
fifth.
You get $100 every time you qualify on the pole down at
It's
Langley
like it
this
happened
year.
to me. I'm the worst qualifier ever.
Yeah, well,
But
I mean, Alex would
He
be
sucks
rich
really
down
bad.
there.
Tina. I do it on purpose so I can invert to the lead. Okay. I've never won from the pole up until this past weekend. And I didn't get the pole. I inverted to the pole. But every single time that I invert to the pole, it's because I'm not the fastest, and then I fall back away from the pole before the end of the race. And I usually finish second or third. And
Not
I
that
almost
fast.
did that again. If there would have been 2 more laps, that would have happened. But thank God it didn't.
My fastest lap was on lap 24. I was getting up there.
I know. Mine was on 23, but
Yeah.
it was falling off quick right after that. But yeah,
Yeah.
y'all were catching us quick. Next week, I guess we don't know. I was going to say good luck next week, but we don't know still. Good luck week after next? For sure.
Yeah.
Next
There will
Yeah,
definitely
for
be one
sure.
on the 10th.
Are you? Well, no, we don't know. It's
don't
for
think-
sure on the 17th.
Langley already opened their 2021 schedule, by the way. Have you seen that?
I'm not interested, to be honest.
Yeah.
If we had like
said
a
they hate you
tour
anyway.
thing, if we had a tour thing, like where we had like 12 race series, I would love to do that. Like I wanted to try to talk to people, but if tracks are already releasing,
Like a
there-
444 too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean we have 4 tracks that run our rules. Why not at least try to utilize having tracks?
Yeah. Like an all, yeah,
It
like you
doesn't
said, a
make
touring
sense.
series. 3
Yeah.
3 3 3 something like that.
Even get a like just a instead of having 3 Shenandoah races, since people can't always get out there, we could go to Summit Point or something. I don't know.
Go to do a road course.
Yeah, do it. Have an oddball
at
race.
VIR.
Yeah. Well, what's his name? Edwin Pardue. He used to run Dominion, and we were talking to him at
I want to do a road course.
yeah. He runs Summit Point right now. I think he's
I
the
don't know
race
what that is.
director.
Road course.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a road course.
I'm
But
all
it
for
has,
it then.
it has a shit ton of different courses. But he wants us to do the Jefferson reverse. And you can do it on iRacing actually, but it has like 1 right turn.
Urban Dictionary that
Well,
really
I
quick.
was literally
See what
just
see
about
what
to
he
say
wants
it.
me to do really quick. Urban Dictionary.
It's the course name.
The Jefferson reverse. You know the
That's the course name.
in and out 2-pump bump or something. It's like, whoa, dude, what's his name? Whoa, Edwin. Okay, no, shout out to Edwin Purdue. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
putting your name in some
Hopefully
bad
we can get
reference like that.
soon, or a Dominion Road course race.
Dude, I will literally go to
happen.
just the Summit Point race if I have to.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm down
I'll bring 2, 3, 4 cars. I'll build them. I don't care. I'll buy them.
I'm down. I look forward to that. Edwin, Purdue, let us know when you got that set up. I know of at least 6 or 7 cars that will be there.
At least.
I can guarantee at least 7 to 10 cars. At least. Probably more like 20, to be honest with you.
Dude, if we we would all be open to opening rules to get people from Carolina too.
Maybe, but we don't need to open them that much because we've already. If you combine all 4 tracks, everybody wants to do a road course. We've been saying it for years.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to do it. Nobody's afraid.
Yeah.
They should be because it's a lot harder and they don't realize that.
Yeah.
But
I would definitely.
A lot of people aren't. That's the good thing. So like, oh yeah,
it would take,
do rights and lefts.
It would take me.
I'm like, that's gonna be incredibly hard. I'm probably gonna do terribly, but I realize that going in. Everybody else is like, I'm gonna do great. They go full off the end of the course like they see in the Facebook video and they fly up in the air 20 feet.
Well, that's why I want to stay on Austin Dodge's good side because I can always just, hey, you want to drive my car?
Yeah, he will too.
Well, oh yeah, for sure.
Well, that too. Tell him to prospect for it. Is that the word?
Yes.
Cool. All right. Thanks for coming back, Cameron.
Yes, sir.
Look forward to having you again. Thanks to the backstage. Thanks for Ryan. Thanks for Tina, even though I can't see her. I don't even know if she's still there. I think she went inside 3 hours ago.
She gone.
She gone. All right. Love you all. Tune in next week. We might have non-mullet man Chapman. He was supposed to have a mullet. He doesn't have a mullet. We might have Landon Pimbleton or something. I don't know. Alex Brock's been talking about it. Also, go vote for Kyle Fowler's paint scheme on Swag. He told me to say that. He told me he'd share it if I said that. I meant to do it way earlier. But we're doing it now, baby. That's it. Thanks, y'all.
Be sure to comment, like, and share.
Thanks, guys. And check it on YouTube. Not tomorrow. The next day. I ain't going to do it tomorrow. I'll upload it the next day.
Okay, bye.